the 22 yards that made that little boy into the legend. Plug Virat Kohli in and you'll never have a power shortage. Oh, 6 and 4 seems to be the new binary code for this man. 11 on 10 for him. These are definitely Smith's ashes. It never really stops, does it? We're still looking at the scorecards and the stats of a home season gone, and there you are, suddenly India already in New Zealand playing against them. It's an interesting series because I believe T20 is still India's weakest format. There's a reason India are at number 5. India have tended to lose the odd game. New Zealand are wonderful at home, but the longer the game gets, the better they become. The short form, they've tended to lose matches as well. The last time they played at home, they lost 3-2 to... had to be England, had to be super over, but we're not going there again. And there's a reason why this is number 5 versus number 6. But these are still two of the more high-profile teams in world cricket. And that's why here's a series to look forward to. Now, what do we look forward to from India's perspective? India played 4 opponents in the home season, but against 3 of those, India lost a game. And that's why I still think there's a little work in progress with that side. So let's look at the batting then. I think the top 4 select themselves. Rohit Sharma, outstanding white ball player, though T20 may not be quite as dominant as he is in one-day cricket, but KL Rahul simply has to be there. He's India's most dynamic top-order white ball player, I think. So KL Rahul, Rohit Sharma, I think they select themselves, Virat Kohli and Shreyas Iyer. I know there's no Shikhar Dhawan, which is a pity because injury has been dogging him, but I didn't see him breaking into that top 4 anyway. And that leaves a question of who plays 5 and 6, which is where India need the power-hitting options. That is a weakness with the Indian side. So do India go Rishabh Pant, batting and keeping wickets, and Shivam Dube? Do India go for the greater experience and control of Manish Pandey at number 5 and still look at Shivam Dube at 6? Or do India do what they did in the home season, which is tell your 5 bowlers, listen, you've got to bowl 4 overs each and we'll play 6 batsmen, and then Washington Sundar at 7, Shardul Thakur at 8. India also need to decide whether they want to play both wristies, because in the past they've done well in New Zealand. They've been looking at Ish Sodhi's recent record. Someone who knows New Zealand conditions, his economy rate is well over 10 and over. So India might still be tempted to play only one of the 2 in an effort to strengthen the batting, because remember, these are smallish grounds, flattish grounds, high scoring matches most of the time. So my gut feel is that India will go Manish Pandey at 5, must play Shivam Dube at 6, because Hardik Pandya will come back at some point, but you need to know if you've got a fairly good number 2 option going ahead in case Hardik Pandya is unavailable for some reason. So I'd be disappointed if they leave out Shivam Dube at 6, and then you can play either Washington Sundar or Jadeja. India preferred Washington Sundar. It's interesting that since Virat Kohli started to go quick bowlers up front, that while Washington Sundar's economy rate is still the same, he's not taking as many wickets as before. So that's a little area of concern. But at least India have an option inside the power play, which is always so crucial from a captain's point of view. Then Bumrah is back. Shami is bowling his Yorkers so well. India's almost rediscovered a new death bowler in Shami. Saini bowled those Yorkers very well. I still think Shardul Thakur might just inch ahead of him in T20 cricket. But if Bumrah and Shami rather bowling those Yorkers at the end, then India's end overs are settled. What about New Zealand then? New Zealand's big strength was up at the top of the order. Martin Guptill, Colin Munro, one of them came off. You were looking at 70 or 40 balls. But in recent times, both have shown diminishing returns. They've used Seifert at the top of the order to go and blast away. And interestingly, these days, New Zealand are now telling Colin de Grandhomme, go and do at number 4 what you were earlier doing at 6 and 7. We'll just give you the time. If it doesn't come off, doesn't matter, we've got Ross Taylor behind you at number 5. It's a very interesting but subtle shift that they're putting the big hitter up and saying if it comes off, great, otherwise you've still got a batsman to follow. So Ross Taylor at 5, but the absence in the bowling of Trent Boult, of Lockie Ferguson. Ferguson, by the way, has been averaging about, even in one-day cricket, about 2 wickets a game. He's wonderful just coming back of the new ball or bowling the new ball. He's not available. And no Matt Henry. That half an hour. Matt Henry was at the center of it all. No Matt Henry either. Now, in T20, they can get away with it still maybe, but I think India wouldn't mind the fact that there's neither of those 3 options available. And that's why I still think that even though New Zealand are playing at home, it's 5 versus 6. I still think India start with a slight advantage. Not very much, but we'll get 5 good T20 games.